My dear, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel like you've been carrying something heavy for far too long. Sometimes the weight of past hurts, of buried feelings, of unspoken words becomes so familiar it almost feels like part of us. We begin to think that the pain is who we are. But let me gently remind you, it's not. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You are a beautiful soul who has simply forgotten how light life can feel when you are not holding the entire world inside your chest. So, take a moment now. Take a breath with me. A slow, soft breath that fills your lungs with air and your heart with the possibility that maybe, just maybe, you don't have to carry it all anymore. There's no need to rush. There is no pressure here. Just you and this moment, and the quiet knowing that something inside of you is ready to soften. When we are surrounded by noise, inside and outside, it becomes easy to overlook our own needs. We learn to suppress, to push through, to smile even when it hurts. And while the world may have told you to keep going, to stay strong, I am here to tell you something else. It's okay to pause. It's okay to put the pain down, even if only for a little while. You were never meant to carry it forever. Pain has a way of wrapping itself around us so quietly. It often begins when we are young, absorbing the energy of others, trying to make sense of the confusion, the fear, the rejection, the loneliness. Maybe someone told you your feelings were too much. Maybe life was unfair in ways you didn't understand. So you learn to hide your sorrow, to carry it inside. And over time, the sadness found a home in your body, in your chest, your stomach, your shoulders, the tension, the exhaustion, the pressure. But it does not have to stay. The body remembers everything, but it also knows how to let go. That is the gift we are going to awaken today. There are moments when it feels like the hurt has been there forever, like a quiet hum in the background of your life. You may have gotten used to the ache, so used to it that the idea of releasing it feels scary. What will you be without this pain? Who will you become? My love, you will become free. You will become your true self. The self who laughs fully, breathes deeply, and walks through life with ease. The self who knows they're supported, guided, and deeply loved. Thoughts are powerful. The things we say to ourselves in the silence of our minds shape how we see the world. If you have lived with pain for a long time, you may have developed beliefs like, I don't deserve to feel good, or this is just how life is for me. These are not truths. They are wounds pretending to protect you. Today we begin to speak differently to ourselves. Today we choose a softer way, a loving way. Try saying this quietly in your mind. I am safe to feel. I am safe to heal. Let the words be like warm water flowing over a tired heart. You don't have to force anything. Let it unfold. Let it bloom slowly. When emotional pain stays with us for years, it often feels like it belongs. But just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's meant for you. It's like walking around with a heavy backpack that someone handed you long ago. You didn't ask for it. You didn't know how to set it down. So you carried it. And now your shoulders ache. Your back hurts. Your energy feels low. But here is the truth. Just because you have carried something for a long time doesn't mean you have to carry it one moment longer. The moment you realize that, you begin to wake up. You begin to choose something new. Emotional pain shows up in many ways. Sometimes it's the tear that won't fall. Sometimes it's the tightness in your chest. Sometimes it's the irritability that seems to come out of nowhere, or the voice inside that says, "You're not enough." All of these are signals, not signs that you are broken, but signs that something inside of you is asking to be seen, to be loved. You are not broken. You are whole. You are healing. One breath, one kind thought, one soft moment at a time. What we often don't realize is how much the pain we carry influences the way we experience our lives. It can color our relationships, our work, our health. It can lead us to believe we're not worthy of ease, joy, or love. But I want you to know something sacred. You were born worthy. There is nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to fix in order to deserve healing. It is your birthright. So many have been taught that being strong means never crying, never feeling too much, never admitting when something hurts. But true strength is not about suppression. True strength is allowing yourself to feel and still choosing love. It is looking at your pain with kindness, not judgment. It is giving yourself the grace to be human. You don't have to hold yourself together all the time. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is let the pieces fall and trust that something beautiful will rise in their place. Let's pause here together. Place your hand over your heart if that feels good to you. Close your eyes if you like, and take another gentle breath. Say quietly to yourself, "I am allowed to feel. I am allowed to heal." Notice how your body responds to those words, not with resistance, but with softening, with a kind of homecoming. You don't need a reason to let go. You don't need anyone's permission. This is your life. This is your heart, and you get to choose what you carry. Some things were never yours to begin with. Old guilt, shame, the need to be perfect, the fear of not being enough. You don't have to hold on to any of it. You can thank those experiences for teaching you, and then you can bless them as they leave. Yes, it can be that simple. Pain does not mean you failed. It means you lived. It means you cared. It means something mattered. And now you are choosing to honor that pain by releasing it, not by clinging to it. That is an act of love. That is an act of courage. You are doing beautifully. You may notice memories rising to the surface as you open to healing. Let them come. Greet them like old friends you no longer need to protect. Let the tears come if they need to. Let the silence speak. Every feeling is valid. Every breath is progress. Sometimes healing begins when we stop running, when we sit with ourselves and say, "Yes, this hurt, but I am still here, and I am ready to feel better." That small declaration changes everything. It sends a signal to your inner self that says, "I care about you," and that is what healing truly is, caring for yourself the way you always deserved. You were never meant to carry all that pain. You are meant to live freely, love openly, and breathe deeply. You are meant to smile without faking it, to rest without guilt, to cry without shame. You are meant to feel light in your body, peace in your heart, and clarity in your mind. That is your natural state, and it is returning to you now. Let go of the idea that healing must be hard. It can be gentle. It can be soft. It can be done in quiet moments, in whispers, in stillness. Trust that your body and your heart already know how to release. You just have to allow it. Let this moment be the beginning, not of fixing, but of freeing. Let this be the moment you decide, I am not here to carry this forever. I am here to live. I am here to heal. I am here to love. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are deeply supported by the universe, by life, by the love that created you. Let that love in. Let it wrap around you like a soft blanket on a cold night. Let it remind you that you were never meant to carry it all. You are free to let go, and when you do, you will not lose anything. You will only gain yourself. There comes a moment on the healing path when a quiet truth begins to rise, softly, steadily, without drama, a truth that whispers, you were never meant to carry this burden forever. It may come like a gentle breeze across your heart or a single tear sliding down your cheek when you least expect it. Not a cry of despair, but a sigh of recognition, a release. This is not weakness. This is grace. So many people carry pain that was never theirs to begin with. The sadness of those around them, the unmet expectations placed upon them, the silence they were forced to keep. They carry it in their posture, in their breath, in the way they speak to themselves in quiet moments. And slowly they forget what it feels like to be light. They forget that they were born for joy, for peace, for ease. But the truth remains. You were never meant to carry it all. There is nothing wrong with you for having held on. You did the best you could with what you knew. The pain served a purpose for a time. It helped you survive. But you don't have to live in survival anymore. You are safe now. Safe to feel. Safe to rest. Safe to release. When you believe you are meant to carry everything alone, you begin to tighten your heart around the pain. You try to manage it, fix it, ignore it. But healing doesn't come from control. Healing comes from allowing, from trusting that the pain no longer serves your growth, from knowing that you can loosen your grip and life will not fall apart. In fact, life may just begin. Say this gently to yourself. I was never meant to carry all this pain. I now choose to set it down. Let the words be kind. Let them be enough. There is no need to force anything. Just let the words land. Let them rest inside you like a seed waiting for spring. You are allowed to feel free, not just sometimes, but always. You are allowed to feel light in your being. You are allowed to choose softness over struggle. The world may not have told you this, but I will. You do not earn your worth through suffering. You are worthy because you exist, because you are a unique, radiant, beautiful expression of life itself. Now is the time to create space within you, not to fill with more pressure or noise, but space that breathes, space that holds you in love. It's time to release what no longer aligns with your heart. It's time to let go of pain, not with resistance, but with compassion. Let's begin this soft release together. You don't need a ritual or ceremony. All you need is willingness. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your breath flow more easily. These are small acts of letting go, but they are powerful. They tell your body, you're safe now, and your body listens. One beautiful way to release is through visualization. You might imagine holding a balloon in your hands. Inside that balloon is all the heaviness you've carried: guilt, resentment, exhaustion, fear. You gently loosen your fingers and the balloon rises up, up, into the sky until it becomes a dot and then disappears. That release does not mean you've forgotten what happened. It means you've chosen peace over punishment. Sometimes letting go feels like betrayal, as if by releasing the pain we are invalidating the experience. But you can honor your past and still choose peace. You can say, "This happened and I survived, and now I deserve to live fully." That is not betrayal. That is healing. Mirror work can help create this sacred space for healing. Standing in front of a mirror, look gently into your eyes. You don't need to fix anything. Just look and say, "It's okay to let go. I love you." At first, you may feel silly or uncomfortable, but keep going. That face in the mirror is longing for your kindness. Your own gaze can be the medicine you've been seeking. Healing does not rush, it unfolds. And every time you speak to yourself with love, every time you choose kindness over criticism, every time you breathe through a moment of release, you create space. Space for joy, space for clarity, space for love. When pain leaves, something must take its place. And here is where we become very gentle. We do not rush to fill the empty spaces with noise or distraction. We invite in new thoughts, new beliefs, softly, like opening a window on a warm spring day. What would you like to believe about yourself now? What truth feels loving and supportive? Maybe it sounds like this: I am worthy of peace. I am open to feeling good. I allow love to flow through me. These words may feel new. They may feel unfamiliar. But if you speak them often with care, they will begin to grow inside you. Replacing old pain doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means choosing a new way to speak to yourself. It means noticing when the old thoughts appear. "I'm not enough. I'll never change. I'm too broken." And gently saying, "That's an old belief. It's not true anymore." And then offering yourself something softer in its place. Let this be one of your new truths. I am gentle with myself as I heal. You don't need to push. You don't need to hurry. You just need to be willing to love yourself a little more every day. You may notice resistance when you try to speak kindly to yourself. That's normal. That voice that doubts you, it's just a part of you that's been hurt before. You can tell it, "Thank you for trying to protect me. But now, I choose something kinder." That is how you build a new relationship with yourself, one of trust, love, and acceptance. The beliefs we plant in our minds shape the way we see the world, and the most powerful belief you can choose is this: I am safe, I am loved, and I am free to let go. Say it slowly. Let it land in your body. Let it wrap around your heart. There will be days when you forget. That's okay. Healing is not about being perfect. It's about returning to love over and over again. Each time you choose a kind thought, you create a little more light inside you. That light begins to shine through your eyes, your voice, your presence. Others will feel it, but most importantly, you will feel it. Letting go creates room for joy, for breath, for stillness, for laughter, and above all, for love. You don't have to wait until you're healed to begin loving yourself. That love is the very thing that heals you. This is a gentle journey, a sacred one, and you are walking it beautifully. With every kind word you speak to yourself, with every breath you take in peace, you are healing. You are returning home to yourself. And that, my dear, is everything. Forgiveness is one of the most tender gifts we can offer ourselves, but it doesn't always come easily. Sometimes we believe that to forgive means to excuse, or to forget, or to pretend something didn't hurt us. But that isn't true forgiveness. True forgiveness is not about denying the pain, it's about freeing ourselves from it. It's a quiet decision we make deep in our hearts. I choose peace over pain. I choose to move forward, not because they deserve it, but because I do. You don't have to force yourself to forgive before you're ready. You don't have to do it perfectly or all at once. Forgiveness is not a mountain to climb. It's a path we walk one gentle step at a time. Maybe today, all you can do is whisper, I am willing to consider forgiving. That is enough. That is powerful. That is healing. The energy of resentment, of holding on to old wounds, creates tension in the body and heaviness in the soul. It drains your joy. It clouds your vision. But when you even begin to consider releasing that resentment, something shifts. A door opens. A little more light comes in. Let's be gentle here. Close your eyes for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Take a breath in, slow and soft, and say quietly to yourself, I am willing to let go. I am willing to find peace. You don't have to know how. You don't have to know when. You only have to be willing. Forgiveness is not a favor you do for someone else. It's a gift you give to the little child within you who is still holding on to hurt. When you choose to forgive, you are saying to that inner self, you matter. You deserve peace. You deserve to be free. Sometimes we're not ready to forgive others, and that's okay. Begin with yourself. Begin by softening the judgments you carry about your own past. Speak to yourself as you would a dear friend. You did your best. You were learning. You didn't know what you know now. These small acts of compassion create ripples that change everything. You may find that as you forgive yourself, forgiveness for others becomes easier, not because you condone what happened, but because you have created more space for love in your heart. And love, my dear, is what we are here for. Peace begins inside. No one else has to change for you to feel it. It's not something you earn. It's something you allow. One breath, one kind thought, one moment at a time. And when you allow even the possibility of forgiveness, you give yourself permission to be free. Free from the old stories. Free from the pain. Free to live in the present with open hands and an open heart. When forgiveness comes, it may feel like a sigh, a tear, a softening. You'll know it because your body will relax, your breath will deepen, your thoughts will quiet, and you will feel, perhaps for the first time in a long time, that you are home. There is a softness that fills the soul after letting go. It's like the lightness that follows a storm. The air feels different. The body feels calmer. The world begins to look a little more beautiful, a little more full of promise. This is what happens when pain leaves. You begin to feel your own joy again. You may find yourself smiling without effort. You may notice colors seem brighter, sounds more soothing. This isn't imagination. This is healing. As you release old pain, your nervous system shifts. Your heart opens. Your life begins to reflect the peace you are creating within. The mind may try to bring back the pain. That's normal. It's used to carrying it, but you can gently say, thank you, but I no longer need this. And then turn your attention to something that brings you peace. The sound of the birds, the warmth of sunlight, the stillness of your breath. These moments are sacred. They are your return to joy. Healing doesn't mean you'll never feel sad again, but the sadness won't define you. It will pass more easily. It will feel less overwhelming, and you will know deep in your soul that you are more than your past. You are more than your pain. You are light, love, and freedom. Let this be your new normal, not the struggle, not the tightness, but the ease. Let your body get used to softness, your mind used to calm, your spirit used to joy. Let yourself trust that this peace is real, that you don't have to earn it. It's already yours. You can write about your feelings in a journal, letting the pages hold the things your heart has carried. You can walk in nature and feel the earth support you. You can light a candle and say, "This flame is my light returning." These small, simple acts help anchor your healing in the physical world. Ask yourself gently, what would life feel like if I didn't carry this pain anymore? Let your imagination answer, not your fear. Let your heart show you what's possible when it's no longer bound. Each time you make space inside, the universe rushes in to fill it with light. Healing is not empty. It is full of life, full of beauty, full of you. Healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens in moments, in small shifts, in choices you make each day. And one of the most loving choices you can make is to support yourself with daily gentle practices. They don't need to be big or complicated. In fact, the most powerful habits are often the simplest. Start your day with kindness. Before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and whisper, "Today, I choose love." This small moment sets the tone for your entire day. It reminds your inner self that you are safe and loved. Use mirror work daily. Look into your own eyes and say, "I love you. I really, really love you." At first, it may feel strange, but in time, your reflection will become your friend, your ally, your partner in healing. Breathe deeply. Throughout the day, take soft, conscious breaths. Inhale peace, exhale tension. Each breath is an invitation to come back to yourself, to return to the now. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things that brought you comfort, peace, or joy today. Even if it's just a warm cup of tea, a kind word, or a moment of stillness, each one is a reminder that healing is happening. Speak affirmations aloud. Let them ring in your voice. I am healing. I am whole. I am free to be me. Say them as you brush your teeth, as you drive, as you walk. Let your body feel their vibration. Let your soul absorb their truth. Rest when you need to. Not just sleep, but real rest. Moments of doing nothing, of being with yourself without needing to fix or change anything. You are allowed to rest. You don't have to earn it. These practices are not tasks. They are love notes to yourself. They say, "I care about you. I'm here for you. You matter." And over time, these gentle rituals begin to create a new way of being, one rooted in softness, in presence, in compassion, one where you no longer define yourself by what you carry, but by what you've released. One where love is not just something you give to others, but something you offer to yourself, freely and fully. My dear, you have come so far. You have done something brave by choosing to look at your pain with compassion instead of judgment, by allowing yourself to feel, by allowing yourself to release. You are not the same as you were when you began this journey. Something inside you has shifted, softened, opened. Healing is not a destination, it's a homecoming, a return to who you've always been beneath the layers of fear and pain and silence. You are not broken, you are becoming whole again, and it is beautiful to witness. If there is one truth I hope you carry from this moment forward, it is this: you are safe, you are supported, you are loved. More than you know, more than you've ever allowed yourself to believe, and you always have been. Let your life be shaped not by the wounds of the past, but by the wisdom you've gathered through healing. Let your heart be your compass. Let your breath be your anchor. Let your love lead the way. You no longer have to carry all that pain. It's safe to put it down. It's safe to be light. It's safe to be free. Say with me now, I am safe, I am loved, I am healing, and I am free, and so it is.